The reasons behind much of the behavior and decisions that are misunderstood are the wounds that no one can see. Hi, my name is Gladys Bell, if we haven't met yet, and I'm a volunteer for the Motherless Daughters Ministry. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. Um, this channel was initiated just as another way to get in touch with and connect with women everywhere to share encouragement, our stories, and to let you know that you're not alone. There are other women who are experiencing what you're going through and need to talk with someone else that understands. If what you hear is helpful here, we'd like to ask that you give us a thumbs up, um, share your comments on, and share this with other motherless daughters. While watching television recently, I saw an advertisement from the Wounded Warriors Project. They spoke about invisible wounds and described that and defined it as a cognitive, emotional, or behavioral condition that can be associated with trauma or serious adverse life events. Sound familiar? They gave examples of possible diagnoses like major depressive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and traumatic brain injury. When I worked in the field of home health care, the majority of our clients were diagnosed with chronic illnesses that included what we call invisible illnesses. While many of them were elderly, we served clients of every age, many of whom did not appear to need the assistance of a home health aide at all. While there is not a standard medical definition for invisible illnesses, it has been defined as any medical condition that is not outwardly visible to other people. And that can include, those other people can include healthcare workers and professionals. Some examples of invisible illnesses would be chronic heart diseases, any other cardiovascular diseases, chronic fatigue, lupus, diabetes, dementia, psychiatric illness, autoimmune disorders, brain injuries, and even cancer. According to the Invisible Disabilities Advocate, which is an organization dedicated to increasing awareness of invisible illnesses and disabilities, more than 125 million Americans have at least one chronic condition. And for more than 40 million of those people, their daily activities are limited. Only 7 million of those 125 million use a cane, a walker, other ambulatory aid, or any other aid that makes their disability visible. All these people are subjected to misconceptions, misunderstandings, false conceptions, perceptions, and judgmental opinions and decisions of many people. Some of those people include store clerks, neighbors, church members, co-workers, family members, and even doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers. This awareness immediately resonated with me concerning the grief and the impact of mother loss on our lives. We move through each day carrying the baggage of our loss, the untreated wounds of traumatic experiences. And along with that comes all the feelings and emotions associated with trying to appear as though we're okay, when nothing could be further from the truth, actually. But we don't dare talk about it because we don't think anybody would believe or understand what we're talking about. And furthermore, uh, we don't think that anybody else could possibly be going through what we're going through. Just like the examples of the invisible wounds and illnesses mentioned earlier, the impact of mother loss includes symptoms that hinder us in establishing and maintaining relationships, being able to forgive, and being able to use our gifts to reach out and help others. Other people can't look at us and identify the symptoms of mother loss. Signs and symptoms may appear directly after an experience or the realization that we are in mother loss, or it may not surface until years later. Society has taught us more than we want to know about keeping up appearances. The retail industry has convinced us to spend thousands of dollars on how we look. All of that can cover up flashbacks, frustrations, fears, anxiety, shame, anger, and more. But there comes a time when we need healing, and that can only happen in a supportive and safe environment where you can open and unpack and treat the wounds that have been pushed back and unaddressed. There may not be answers for every question, but you can address how you will respond to circumstances in the future as the person you are now. We invite you to the Motherless Daughters Ministry community where you can know that you are not alone. Have a blessed week.